When you're spending your days paying off student loans, car loans, or the luxury car that resolved your midlife crisis, isn't it tempting to look at individuals who don't have debt with a sour face of jealousy? As it turns out, becoming one of them isn't as complicated as it first appears. Nobody intends to put themselves into a financial mess. Debt-free folks have a few distinct advantages over the rest of us. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In our quest to grow our financial well-being, today we're going to look into 6 unique traits of debt-free people. Without further ado, let's get started. 1. They pay attention to details. A monthly bill for a gym that you no longer go to may go unnoticed if you don't keep an eye on your credit card statement. Debt-free people regularly monitor their own finances. People who keep track of due dates and avoid overdraft fees are less prone to overspend. You can begin to pay more attention as well. Just getting started is the most essential step. Make a habit of viewing your monthly credit card bills. Keep track of everything you're spending money on in your checking account. Now, total up your earnings. Compare the two and see if there are any areas where you may save money. Having a budget can help you stick to your goals. You could utilize an app to help you continuously track these numbers. Those that are debt-free keep a close eye on their spending and saving habits. They need to track how much money they bring in and where it goes. Knowing what you have and, more crucially, what you don't, makes it less likely that you will engage in reckless spending. 2. They set goals and dreams. When saving money, many people fail because they don't understand why they're doing it. They just know it's a smart move. Debt-free people have a plan in place and stick to it. A specific goal motivates them to keep their earnings rather than spending them carelessly. These people know what they want and how to obtain it, regardless of whether it is an emergency fund, retirement savings, or shopping spree. Planning for the future is simple, but not necessarily easy. Those without debt tend to focus on long-term goals, such as buying a retirement home or sending their kids to college. To stay motivated, they set clear financial goals for themselves. Avoid making getting out of debt the sole focus of your financial plan while you're still striving to get out of debt. Envision how debt-free living will change your life. What are the outcomes you hope to achieve as a result of this? With no obligation to worry about, what type of life would you be able to lead? Before you begin getting it, you need to know what you want and why you want it. Prepare your finances to enable you to reach your destination. 3. They are responsible. With no debt, home necessities always come first when allocating resources. They put in the hard effort required every day to ensure that their genuine needs are covered within their budget limitations, and they fight the temptation to rack up debt to pay for their wants. This quality stems from the practice of living within your means rather than beyond them. Determine which expenses are necessary to maintain your quality of living, and then come back on those that you don't absolutely need. Spending less on non-essentials may allow you to take on less debt and have more money available to pay off what you already owe. A more affordable pair of jeans will look just as stylish as an expensive pair of designer denim. It's not uncommon for those with no debt to look for quality in a product and invest their money accordingly. Switch to a 2-star hotel instead of a 4-star if you only need to spend 2 nights away from home. These little choices can add up over time and afford you more money in your pocket to save and invest. 4. They are patient. Mobile payment systems like Apple Pay and Google Pay have only made it easier to spend money in the age of swiping and mobile payment apps. Buying something is no longer dependent on paying for it, and that's problematic. Those who are debt-free can put off their desire for immediate fulfillment. This is called delayed gratification, and it's one of the biggest traits of debt-free individuals. Have you ever heard of slow and steady wins the race? Debt-free individuals have a long-term objective in mind and the ability to work toward it gradually, which helps them achieve it. This doesn't mean they don't have things right now, but they're able to practically and rationally determine if it's something they absolutely need or if it can wait. A 24 or 48-hour rule can help you avoid debt-inducing purchases if you have trouble resisting the urge to buy something immediately. Allowing yourself time to reflect before making a purchase will help you assess whether or not the item is really worth the added burden of debt. Make sure you don't store credit card numbers in your head or let websites do it for you. When you decide to buy something, keep in mind the pain of loss and the joy of gain. Even better, convert the price into the hours it would take you to earn money whenever you buy something so that you can truly determine how much of your working life that item is worth. 5. They say no. Even if they think they can get a good bargain, debt-free folks don't fall for marketing hype that tells them they deserve a new luxury car. The initial price or the percentage off is constantly trumpeted at you when you buy something on sale, making it easy to feel like you're saving money. However, if you were not previously intending to purchase that item, you are not saving money. As a result, they don't believe that borrowing money is an effective way to achieve their dreams, unless they are utilizing it for investments like real estate, because they understand the dangers of being in debt. They've taken steps to minimize their exposure to that risk. If you're in debt right now, look in the mirror and ask yourself what habits or viewpoints led to it. As a case in point, what was your purpose for taking out a hefty car loan, for example? Looking at debt from the motivation standpoint can help you make better decisions about whether or not to take out loans. You may receive numerous tempting invitations to lunch with coworkers or supper with friends throughout the week. Avoid the fear of saying no. Saying no to minor purchases can build up over time and help you save money. This doesn't mean you can't have some fun. Invite your friends and family around for a potluck supper instead of going to the new pricey restaurant. Go for a walk with friends in the park instead of spending money elsewhere. 6. They value experiences over stuff. Debt-free folks aren't concerned about material possessions. It's more important to them to have a good time rather than to have the newest gadgets. Most people place family and friends at the top of their priorities. The question is whether or not your actions reflect this. To afford a nice dinner out with your family, think about the trade-offs. What if you don't have to work late and ate 2 or 5 or 10 meals with your family instead? To get out of debt, you'll need to give up some of your poor habits and adopt new, more productive ones. Take a cue from those who are already debt-free. You'll need to put in a lot of work to get out of debt. You may even need to make significant lifestyle changes, but these can all help you accelerate your road to wealth. That brings us to the end of our video. Do you have any other debt-free traits you think helps you in your money journey? Tell us in the comments below. If you learned something new today, like this video and share it with your friends. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and click on that bell icon to keep getting notified of more videos. See you later.